Welcome to the Strenuous Life Radio, the podcast where leaderpreneurs, entrepreneurs, men and women learn the essentials and soft skills of the strenuous life. And now, here is your host extraordinaire, J.R. Hendricks. Hello, guys. How are you guys doing this nice little wee hours of morning? It's about 6 a.m. where I'm here, I suppose. I wanted to talk to you guys for a little while. Why not? Huh? We're doing a little series now. Some of the basic topics I think need to be covered. Yeah, the series is called Life on the Edge. And you're saying, JR, what do you mean by life on the edge? I'm talking about the edge where you're facing that friction between the negative and the positive. Some days you're doing good, other days you don't know which end is up. And that's what you got me for. We're going to mix a little bit of essentials of the strenuous life, along with some of the soft skills and psychology to help you through this particular time. Now, this series is still in embryo, so I ask you to please forgive me as I talk about this. When I think of life on the edge, it's where you know that your back's against the wall. You don't know which way to go. But let me tell you something. It's a way for you to find a way. Alright, now listen to me. Life on the edge is the strenuous life. Are you going to take that leap of faith? Are you going to get out of your comfort zone? That's pretty important, ain't it? Wouldn't you say? I mean, life is too precious and too short to be farting around. And so that's why we have this life on the edge. To help you learn how to tap into your dreams. Tapping into what God has called you to do, be, and have. Because I'll tell you something. That's what you need. Right here and right now. You need to live the best of the strenuous life. I think one topic that is going to be discussed again is morning routines. I think morning routines should be something that is very important to discuss if you're going to be living life on the edge, where you can achieve your dreams. Okay? Morning routines is a huge part of self-discipline that the rest of the world don't get. They have a problem with it. I'd rather sit there up late at night watching TV, just laughing out of their gourds. You know, idiotic. Now here's the thing. Or would you much rather learn to tap into your dreams? Alright, so that's one thing. Another thing we're probably going to cover, in some ways, is going to be, well, I think it'd be nice to cover the atonement of Jesus Christ. To know why our Master bled and died for our sins and our sorrows. He say, this show is supposed to be about entrepreneurship. JR? Yeah, it is. But it's about entrepreneurship with faith and principles. That's why Jimmy wrote that book, The Winning Personality. A values-based approach to entrepreneurship in this economy. And so that's why That's why I'm here. Here's another topic I think we're going to discuss also is build your self-image. Okay, I think that's important for us to learn is how to build our self-image. Because how can we have a good life on the edge if we ain't working on that self-image? If we ain't working on it daily. Because this world, I tell you something, this world is crazy enough with its circumstances, no thanks to the reactive culture we got on this world, that they just come along and just knock it down. You get knocked down. You don't need to get knocked down. That's why this series is here for you. This is why we're getting into some pretty hot topics that's going to give you the best that's in mind for you. I was kind of really reasoning, what the next series would be about. And I was talking to Jimmy and some other friends. I said, and then they said, just make it a little spicy. Let's talk about life on the edge. Let's talk about morning routines. Let's talk about job culture versus dream culture. Yeah, that's going to be another topic, right? That's going to be another topic. I know you guys are going to totally, thoroughly enjoy that. No doubt you are. We're going to be hitting really a smorgasbord of topics, no doubt. And so you need to no doubt be ready. Because I'm going to tell you something. You need to know that you can count on this smorgasbord to guide you. Alright? You've heard a lot of variety of topics, up times and down times, and build your self-image, get out of your comfort zone, morning routines, the atonement of Jesus Christ. We got enough materials to really cover us a long way. A long way. And so that's why I'm here. That's why I'm here to help you guys gain some strength and health. Because we're about to bridge it a little bit. I want you to get ready because we're going to cross this little old bridge. We're going to cross this little bridge. We're going to talk for just a few minutes. If you don't mind hearing just a little bit. We're going to be talking about the downtimes. What do you do as far as the downtimes? Because this is something to not really mess around with at all. Okay, so I want you to know this is where it really goes down to nitty gritty. I want you to sit there and enjoy the good times a little bit. Because they're going to be jumping right in. Here we are. Come take a little walk with me in the cave and the downside. It's cavernous and deep. It's painful. It's hard. I've had many down points in my life. I gotta say, maybe one that's more recent, one of the ones that deeply impacted me. In March of 2009, my daddy died, leaving a huge emptiness in my heart. He's been gone as of tomorrow, he'll be gone for 13 years, and it just tore me apart. And I don't know, it's like, I had friends from church say, you know, what you need to be focusing on is the plan of salvation. And how important that is. And how that can help you. And I said, okay, that sounds good. That sounds reasonable. But I'm knocked down. How's that going to help me? I'm miserable. I'm stuck. And I was stuck. Living a life that I didn't want to live. I was like, I'm fed up. Changes got to come. Changes got to come. And that's how it is, you know, when them big downtimes come, and they knock you down. They knock you down, and it's kind of like it's kind of like, you get the wind knocked out of you. That's where the atonement of Jesus Christ at Gethsemane and his crucifixion on the cross, where he's all there, he's all lonely. He's atoning for our sins and our sorrows. That's what brings him there through us in the dark times, in the down times. Because I'll tell you something, that happens more than you'll ever know. Down times hit, whether we want to think about it or not. How about this one? April 2019, I'm this close to taking my professional life to a whole nother level. I collapsed again. But it's the atonement of Jesus Christ that got me through. So you guys ready? We crossing that bridge again. We're heading back up again. You see, life on the edge in the strenuous life is not a life of ignoble ease. Okay, Theodore Roosevelt, he said this. We've been saying this in the very beginning. We're going to remind you again. He said, Theodore Roosevelt said this. He said, I wish to preach not the doctrine of ignoble ease, but the doctrine of an extraneous life. I want you all to think about that. It's not something to mess around with. You've been hit by those dark times. You don't know which end is up. That's why the Strenuous Life Radio, this Life on the Edge series is for you. We're covering stuff that's going to help you in the good times and in the dark times, and the down times and the awesome times and all that stuff. To help make your life great again. How many of you, I know you want that. I know you want that. Don't mess around with old JR. You can't. And sometimes you get knocked down enough, you gotta bow up and fight for what's right. Say, some relative is trying to muscle in on your action in the family property. There's some narcissism and codependency there. Sometimes you just gotta lay down the hammer. And that's what I had to do last week. Lay down the hammer. And it wasn't easy. It wasn't easy. But that's part of life on the edge. It ain't meant to be easy. Otherwise, why would you want life on the edge, which is also worthwhile, if it was easy? Okay, that don't make no sense to me. That don't make no sense to me or anybody here, okay? We're putting a break on all this negative reactive culture here, and we're just laying it down thick. Okay? Because we were just taking ourselves